Good morning to all. So today we'll do the problems of chapter 8. Earlier we have discussed question number 1 in the last class. So I'll continue and first summarize the first question also. In the first question, it is based on single mean, that is one population mean is given and 5 readings are given. And we have to calculate sample mean and sample standard deviation. Then we have to calculate the t statistic, and this problem comes under small sample and single tail. And why single tail? Because we are concerned that impurity should not exceed 1.35%. We are not concerned about the lower side of the distribution. So even if the impurity is less, that is not important. It shouldn't exceed 1.35%. So we'll take single tail value from the t distribution table and compare. Under hypothesis testing, we have studied if the calculated value comes greater than the table value, then the answer is yes, that the difference between the means is significant at 95% confidence level. So we'll do all the questions at 95% confidence level. Now we move to question number 2. In question number 2, it is suspected that a delivery of yarn has a regain greater than standard 1/4%. To test this, 8 regain tests were carried out with the following results. Basically, it comes under small sample test. We are given 8 readings of moisture regain, and we are given a population mean of 18.25%, and suspicion is that a delivery of yarn has a regain greater than this. Now this is also mentioned that we need to see only the greater side. So this question will also come under single tail test. Similar question, we'll just calculate mean and standard deviation. I have shown the calculations here. You can match your answers. Then we'll calculate the t statistic, x minus mu upon sigma by root n, x bar minus mu upon sigma by root n, and then we'll compare it with the table. So what are the answers? We'll see here. Calculated value is 2.378, and for k is equal to n minus 1, that is 7 degree of freedom, and alpha is equal to 0.05 for single tail, and for double tail we take 0.05 divided by 2, both sided. So here it is 0.05 and table value is 1.90. So calculated statistic is higher than table value. So the answer is yes, there is a statistically significant difference between the sample mean and the population mean. So we reject the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis said there is no difference. Now if the difference is there, then answer is yes. So we reject the null hypothesis. Now we move on to third question. In the third question, 2 spinning machines were nominally spinning the same count of yarn. 5 bobbins were chosen at random from each frame, and the linear density index of each was found. Now this question is about 2 spinning machines which are independent. So this test comes under independent sample t test. We have to calculate the difference between 2 means. Now 2 datas are given where n1 is 5 and n2 is also 5, and we have to calculate the mean of both the datas and standard deviation of both the datas. I have shown it here, and after that we'll calculate the t statistic. For that we need S, that is pooled standard deviation. So we'll pool the standard deviation of both the datas, and then we'll calculate the t statistic, which the calculations I have shown here, and t statistic is 0.3605. pooled standard deviation is 0.3605 and calculated t statistic is 1.93, and we'll see the table value here. In case of independent t-test, we'll take the value of k as n1 plus n2 minus 2, which is 8 in this question, and it is a double tail question because we are not concerned about one side of the lower or higher count. We are concerned about the difference between the counts. The question asked here is, were the frames spinning significantly different count? They haven't asked higher or lower, finer or coarser, whatever. So we'll take alpha is equal to 0.05 divided by 2 for two-tail test, and that is 0.025, and this is the table value 2.31. So calculate value is less than table value. That means the answer is no. There is no statistically significant difference between means of these two independent sample. So in this case, null hypothesis is accepted. Now we'll move to next question. In the next question, question number 4, the following are the result of extension tests carried out on two types of yarn, yarn A, yarn B. So in case of yarn A, N1 is 6, and in yarn B, that is N2 is 5. So these two are also independent samples, small sample. N1 is 6, N2 is 5. We'll calculate the mean and standard deviation of both the datas, and then we find the pooled standard deviation, and then we calculate the test statistic T, and we'll take k is equal to n1 plus n2 minus 2, 9 degrees of freedom. It is question is, do these results suggest that one yarn is significantly more extensible than the other? So we are interested in one side more extensible or this. So we'll go for single tail test, and alpha is 0.05, and we see the table value which is 1.83. Now in this case, calculated value is higher, so the difference between the means is significant at 95% level. Now we'll move to question number 5. Now this question is an example of paired t-test. How we identify the question is, now in this case they are saying pieces of 5 different fabrics were each divided into 2 parts. So basically 5 fabrics were there that were divided into 2 parts, and 2 shrink resist treatments were given. So the main point is, keep fabric is same for all the cases. Treatments are 2, A and B, but for fabric A I have given 2 treatments, for fabric B I have given 2 treatments. So we'll go for paired or matched t-test, and we'll calculate the difference between the 2 readings, and we'll calculate the mean and standard deviation of this D. That is the difference between the 2 readings. I have shown the calculations here. I'll upload the this matter in text form also, so you can see there. Next we'll calculate the t statistic, and we'll compare it with the table value, and in this case t calculated value is less than table value. So the answer is no, the difference between means is not significant at 95% confidence level. Now we'll move to next question, 6th question. Last 3 questions of the this exercise are related to binomial distribution, or they are about proportion or percentage, that is discrete data is there. So in the 6th question, a batch of fibers is given, which is a mixture of black and white fibers in the ratio 2:1, and a sample of 300 fibers was chosen. So it is a large sample question, and 220 black fibers were found. So probability of black fibers was 2/3, because 2:1 ratio was there, should be there nominally, and when we checked it was 220 out of 300. So in this case okay, Mean is equal to NP and standard deviation is equal to root NPQ in case of binomial distribution. So we'll calculate mean and standard deviation, and we'll calculate Z statistic because it is a large sample question, and we'll find the table value for Z distribution, which is 1.96 in this case, and calculated value is higher. So yes, there is a significant difference. Now the main point in this question is that yes, there is a significant difference between the two means, but what they are asking is this result consistent with the hypothesis that the batch contains the correct mix? If there is a difference, naturally the batch doesn't contain the correct mix. So the answer in the book is no, and that answer is related to batch contains the correct mix or not. So batch doesn't contain the correct mix. So we need to understand why the answer is no in this particular question, because they are asking that is the batch contains correct mix. So batch doesn't contain correct mix because yes, there is a difference between the two means, and 220 is entirely different from expected 200. Now the next question, question number 7. The expected performance of a group of machines is that they should operate for 80% of the available time. Working time is 80%, 20% is for maintenance and setting up. It is believed that one machine of the group is not achieving this target. The machine was observed at 500 random instants of time and was found to be working on 370 occasions. So n is 500. It is a large sample question. And at 370 times it was found to be working. Probability of working is 0.8 and probability of not working is 0.2. And do these results suggest that the machine was running significantly below the target efficiency? They are asking below the target efficiency, so it is a single tail question, and we'll calculate the Z statistic and compare it with table value. Table values we see in Z table, that is normal distribution table. For alpha is equal to 0.05. The answer is 1.64. Table value is 1.64, and calculated value is higher than table value. So the answer is yes, there is a significant difference at 95% level. Now the last question is, a manufacturer produces articles and knows that usually not more than 5% of them will have a mass less than 100 grams. So probability of mass less than 100 grams is 0.05 maximum. When a large batch of articles was ready for delivery, 200 articles were selected at random and 16 of them had a mass less than 100 grams. Now in if here n is 200 and probability of finding this mass less than 100 grams is 0.05. NP is mean, which is 10. 0.05 into 200. SD standard deviation is equal to root NPQ, which is 3.082. And we have to see that 16 is the reading we take out from the sample and 10 is the mean of the population. So we'll find the difference is significant or not. So the Z value calculated is 1.95, and if we see the table value at a mass of less than, does this indicate that batch was not of usual standard? Here also this is a single tail question because we are interested in knowing only the lower side. So we'll take the table value at alpha is equal to 0.05. Z table value, that is normal distribution table value, which is, so the table value is 1.64, and the difference answer is yes, because 1.95 is higher than 1.64 and the difference is significant. Okay, thank you for today. We'll continue in the next class.